Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Unity of New Westminster. We are happy to be here. I'm Beverly Elliott, and this is Chris Noland. Great. We're going to sing a song to wake us up, get us going, remind us how important it is to live in our hearts. Love the one that we're with. Do you want to stand up and sing with us? We all remember this. When you're down and confused and you don't remember who you're talking to, concentration slips away because your love so far away. Well, there's a rose in the fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, oh, love the one you're with. 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 Don't be angry. Don't be sad. Don't sit crying over good times you had. 'Cause there's a soul right next to you, and they're just waiting for something to do. Well, there's a rose in the fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, oh, love the one you're with. 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 Do 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 do. Turn your heartache right into joy. 'Cause you're a girl, oh, you're a boy. We'll get it together, gonna make it nice. You ain't gonna need any more advice. Well, there's a rose in the fisted glove, and the eagle flies with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, oh, love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. Sing it out. Love the one you're with. Love the one you're with. Do 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 do.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Beverly. And welcome. Welcome, everyone. I imagine there aren't that many church services that start with that song. But it's a fun song to sing, and it actually has some practical wisdom. Good morning, everyone. I am Reverend Rhona Segarra, and it is my pleasure and honor to welcome you all here today at Unity of New Westminster, to this community of love and fun and joy and support. It is wonderful to see you all. And if you are joining us online, either live or sometime in the future, then on behalf of all of us here, a very warm welcome to all of you from all of us here at Unity in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada, one of the most beautiful countries on the planet. We are so grateful that we can be here. We join every week to share ideas for full and abundant living. We draw on the teachings of Jesus, who we consider our primary way shower and example, and we honor that there is wisdom to be found in faith traditions all over the planet. There's wisdom to be found in song and in story and in our life experiences and in movies and in books. If we choose to seek it, wisdom can be found anywhere. We honor every person's right to choose their own life path. All are welcome here. All are worthy here. All are celebrated here. And our intention is that you consider ideas for a life that is more calm, connected, and contented. Let's begin our program today in a time of quiet prayer. We are so grateful that we can be here today to laugh together, to learn together, to sing together, and to consider ideas that we may choose for our lives to be more calm, connected, and contented. We are grateful that we are on the traditional and ancestral territory of the Cookite First Nation. And in this week, particularly when we honor Indigenous communities, history, legacy, as we honor truth and reconciliation, we give thanks for the first peoples of this land. We give thanks for this beautiful property, for our opportunity to join together. We give thanks for this opportunity to be reminded of our connection to each other, that we are one. We give thanks that we have this opportunity to be reminded that there is only one power, that there is only one presence, one force, one creative energy in which we all exist. And we embrace the idea that whatever our understanding may be for the name of that one energy, it may be God, it may be Allah or Yahweh, it may be a secular name, life, nature, energy, the universe. It may be atheist, agnostic. We embrace all, recognizing that it is one power regardless. And it is from this awareness of one power, one humanity, that we extend a blessing for love and peace, for contentment and healing to every person on this planet. Those who are experiencing peace and those who are experiencing upheaval. Those who are experiencing love and those who are experiencing discord. Those who feel that they are connected and those who feel lonely. We send a blessing to all. And we give thanks for this place, for this idea, for this movement that encourages us to love, to see beyond the labels, and to uplift everyone. We are so grateful. Amen. I'm going to ask Barb to read the daily word for us today. Want some help?
Hello, I'm Barb. Okay. Trusting, let God. Trusting I'm a beloved divine being, I let go and let God. Catching myself worrying whether a situation will work out. Whether a situation will work out. Catching myself worrying whether a situation will work out the way I think it should. It's a sign for me to put my trust in God and practice spiritual surrender. Life is not meant to be a struggle, nor am I meant to do everything on my own. If I rely too much on my own effort, I may forget that as a spiritual being, I am heir to all the wonderful qualities of the divine. Letting go and letting God really means shifting from my human perspective to a spiritual one. I am reminded that at the level of spirit, nothing is impossible. Divine mind is limitless, and divine love is a constant blessing in my life. I relax into this awareness and let go of my preferences and timetables. I trust the divine within and wait for the perfect outcome in its time. This reading was inspired by the second book of Kings, chapter 18, verse 5. He trusted in the Lord, the God of Israel. And now let's enjoy the song Right Out of Nowhere.
Well done, well done. Midwest morning, October snowfall. She packed her Chevrolet. She brushed her fears away. She's got a great big dream and a history of playing small. Everybody seems to think that she'll be back before Christmas Day. She hit that highway with every ounce of faith that she could summon. When courage finally comes, you never see it coming, right out of nowhere. Just open your heart, that changes everything. You're going somewhere, and all you need to know is that you're free to go. summer's night and the soft smell of seashore, all the people dancing out on the beach. He's got a 10-year tan in his own little junk store. Says some people got a lot to prove, and that's the way I used to be. Now I'm just an old hippie with a half a dozen PhDs. Some choices hold you down, some chances set you free, right out of nowhere. Just open your heart, let go of everything, you're going somewhere. And all you need to know is that you're free to go. Dream and the way will appear. Leap and the angels will hear. Pray and the net will appear right out of nowhere. Just open your heart, have faith in everything, you're going somewhere. And all you need to know is that you're free right out of nowhere. Just open your heart, let go of everything, you're going somewhere. And all you need to know is that you're free. You're free. You're free to go.
I heard someone say that was beautiful, and I agree. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Beverly. Let's move into a time of meditation, a time of quiet. As we give ourselves this gift of a peaceful pause. If it's comfortable for you to keep your eyes closed, that's wonderful. And if you prefer to have your eyes open, allow them just to rest gently and let your gaze relax. And become aware of your breath. Notice this gift of life, the in and the out, the in and the out, the in and the out. And give thanks for this rhythm of cleansing and renewal. And with every breath, allow your body to sink a little deeper into your seat. Notice if there's any part of your body that feels tense. And gently invite that part to relax. Notice how your mind continues to be busy. And allow that to be so. And then invite your mind to still just a little. And then sink beneath the thoughts and the chatter. And draw your attention into the space in your chest where your heart resides. Imagine that your heart is a doorway. And imagine opening that doorway, swinging wide the doors. So that inspiration may flow to you, and peace and love may flow from you. Imagine that as a sacred rhythm that is also a part of life. Allow love to enter. Allow love to leave. Allow gentleness to enter. And allow gentleness to express from you. Allow patience to enter, knowing that you have all the time in the world. And then allow patience to express from you, knowing you have all the time in the world. Imagine your heart with this barn door that is swung wide open. Imagine that all of your feelings are in relationship with the world outside. And the beauty is that when a feeling enters your heart, it has the power to be transformed. Imagine patience expressing from you that may have started as impatience. Imagine irritation entering your heart. And with your love, with your own awareness, imagine patience being the expression. Imagine any feeling, wanted or unwanted, that enters your heart, being accepted and embraced. And in the action of acceptance, the light of love transforming it into something positive, something beautiful. And as we move into a time of silence, imagine that action of the door being open to let it all in, so that your light of love will shine on it, and it will be lifted, an expression of upliftment. Swing wide the doors. And so it is.
I want to learn from my mistakes. I want to give back what I take. I want to be there for my friends. I want to always make amends. I want to live like that. I want to laugh right out loud. I want to make my mama proud. I want to have the strength to cry. I want to always wonder why. I want to live like that. I want to live that way. I don't want to be afraid. I want to love like that every day. Oh, I want to live like that. I want to be heard when I pray. I want to slow dance in the rain. I want to love and be loved back. Lose my way without a map. I want to live like that. I want wanna walk where things grow wild. I wanna see my baby smile. I wanna grow old gracefully, gather shells beside the sea. I wanna live like that. I wanna live that way. I don't wanna be afraid. I wanna love like that every day. Oh, I wanna live like that. Oh, I wanna live that way. I don't wanna be afraid. I wanna love like that every day with every breath I take. I wanna live like that. I wanna live. I wanna live like that. I wanna live. I wanna live like that. Oh, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live like that. Thank you.
Thank you again, Beverly and Chris. Who wrote that song?
Larry Wayne Clark, who's no longer with us.
Larry
and
Wayne
then,
Clark.
Another gal, she's a bluegrass writer, two writers that are originally from Vancouver, Burnaby area.
From Burnaby area,
Yeah,
right
both
here
moved to
local.
Nashville. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful songs.
Kathy Mateo recorded it.
Ah,
Yeah,
Kathy
and a few
Mateo.
others.
Thank you. It's beautiful. For the last 2 weeks, I've been inviting you to write questions on index cards. And I've been answering them, and we've had a lot of fun with that. At least, I've had a lot of fun with that. And there were still several questions that were not answered. And Cindy, sitting at the back there, when we did this last time, said, why don't you take those questions that are unanswered and see if you can make it into one talk. Well, I'm not sure if I can do that, but I got the idea of creating the gist or condensing some of the questions and seeing if I could answer one or two or three in one talk. So here are the questions that were left unanswered last time. And I apologize if the text is small, but I will read them. In these times of political upheaval, how does the normal person keep believing in the good of a higher power? What do we mean when we say we interpret the Bible metaphysically? What is Unity's view on baptism? And does Reverend Rhona do baptizing with adults? How is that done? God could be mentioned more often. Why are there so many religions? Attendance has dropped off. Should we be concerned? Forgiveness, resistance to it, leaning into it, and how do I find this path when my heart is still hurting? Profound questions. And if it wasn't your question, you may still find that it's a question that could have been your question. Now, how am I going to take that and answer any of them intelligently in 20 minutes or so? Well, we're going to try with at least some. And what I did was I grouped them together. So by color, I grouped, and Glenn will move to the next slide, I grouped these three questions together. And this is what I would like to see if we can address a little bit today. And then in a future talk, we'll talk about forgiveness and about the idea of leaning into it and accepting it. So today, we're going to look at these. God may be answered, it could be mentioned more often. Why are there so many religions and attendance has dropped off? Should we be concerned? And the reason I put them together is because in my mind, they actually all speak to the idea of how are we showing up as Unity of New Westminster? How are we showing up as a movement at Unity? Yes, I could mention God more often. But I don't know how it is for all of you, or for some of you, but for me, I will say that I am very aware of the fact that there are people out there who have, call it like an allergic reaction to the word God. For some, the idea of God takes them back to a childhood that may have been quite painful. An upbringing of, this is the way things have to be done, and these are the rules, and God's up there, always a guy, in a judge's robes with a clipboard, making sure that everything that I'm doing is done correctly. That God is up there trying to find a way to catch me out if I'm doing something bad. And whether that's true or not, it may not be your definition of God, but for some people it's truly a real experience of fear. And so you will find that I don't use the word God very often. Because if I want to include more people and have more people feel that they are accepted here, then I am not going to do anything, if I can avoid it, to make someone feel like they don't belong, that the language is not inclusive for them. Now, what's true, though, is that there will be some people who kind of miss the word God, who have this relationship with God, that whether it's a he or a she or an it or a power, they've kind of moved into a place where the word doesn't upset them so much. And that's kind of where I'm at. For a while, I was the person who was allergic to the word God, and I'm a minister. And it took me a long time to go, okay, do you really need to be allergic to the word? Can you not just hear the word and reinterpret it to mean whatever it means for you, Rhona? Then I can say the word and know that I'm using my own interpretation of God when I say that. My interpretation of God is not a he or a she. It is, the closest definition that I can think of is Star Wars: The Force. It's an energy field that holds us all together, that is bigger than we are and is us at the same time, that we are it God is all we are, but we are not all that God is. So, for some people, God may be the old guy, and that's great if that is how you interpret God and find comfort from God. I'm not going to take that away from you. But I'm also going to encourage you to recognize that there are other people out there for whom that word can be uncomfortable. The other part about that is that there are so many names for God, which leads to the next question, which is, why are there so many religions? Before I do that, if you find that you hear the word God and you have an allergic reaction to it, as I used to, then please just insert whatever makes sense for you every time you hear it. So that might mean good, or life, or nature, or science, or creator, or love. Whatever you choose when you hear the word God, if it's uncomfortable for you to hear it, then insert your own name. And I hope that what I'm explaining is clear about why I don't use the word God that often. Another reason that I don't use it that often is God is one name out of thousands of names across the planet for this creative energy that we all know instinctively that there's something bigger, that there's something that we're in interaction with, but we don't understand completely. And how do we know that that is so? Is that there are so many religions. Every culture, every nationality, every group of people since time immemorial has tried to understand this relationship that we have to life. And in the absence of really understanding it, we've put names to something which kind of limits it, and it's limitless. But we need it. So for this reason, we have a lot of religions, all trying to make sense out of this knowledge that there's an intelligence of some kind out there. Where the problem comes, unfortunately, is when each religion thinks that theirs is the only one. It's like, instead of, it used to be my dad is bigger than your dad. Well, this is the equivalent. It's my God's better than your God. And think of the damage that humanity has done to humankind by not being kind to humans. All in the name of my God's better than your God. But think about how ridiculous that is. At what point do we say, well, here's the Christian God, and so he's taking care of this area, but here's the, name another faith's God, and this is their area of responsibility. Well, can you see how it just doesn't make sense? The sun doesn't do that. The sun doesn't say, okay, well, today I'm just going to shine right here on the Christians, or even better, today it's Baptist Day. And tomorrow maybe it's Unity Day and Anglican Day and so on. But you know what? We're not going to worry about those others. No. The sun doesn't know where country borders are. Neither does creative energy. God. So when we use the word God, we are in some ways being a little exclusive of all the other faith traditions that might be out there, as they are doing as well. Imagine, I don't know where I got this picture, but it's never left me, this idea of all of the faith leaders, all of the gods of our understanding, all up in heaven somewhere having tea one day, and looking down at the mess that the humans are creating for themselves in their name, and thinking, shaking their heads, looking down at all of us and going, they still don't get it, do they? That is the reason, I believe, that there are so many religions. Because instinctively, we need something to say thank you to. We instinctively need something that we can kind of anchor ourselves to. And for some societies, it looks like Christianity. For some, it looks like Islam. For some, it looks like Sikhism, Hinduism. For some, it's Judaism. Some, it's secular. I'm going to hang my hat on science and medicine. Great. And then the last question of this one. Attendance has dropped off. Should we be concerned? Well, there's a bunch of questions that I would question in there. I just saw someone in our group here right now go, is it really? And I look at you all here and I wonder, is it really? Yeah, at times it feels like, Cindy's at the back shaking her head. At times it feels like there aren't that many people, and certainly there have been people who have passed away and moved. The nature of the universe is in and out. In breath, out breath, exhale, inhale, come and go. So I'm not concerned. And if there's something that you want to do to highlight how much unity means to you and how much Unity New Westminster means to you and what this place has represented in your life, then live it. And invite your friends. And if they don't come, that's okay. But if you can be the upliftment for someone today and tomorrow and the next day, just maybe one day they'll go, I want some of that. Where are you getting it? The other thing I should add is that know that church attendance in Canada is on the decline. The church attendance across North America is on the decline. That is especially true in Canada for established denominations. The Anglican Church, the United Church, as an example. And I got this all from doing some research last night, there has been a notable increase in religious nuns. They don't want to say what they're. There is no religious identification. And we are seeing that in Canada without an offset that you may have heard of in the United States, where in the United States, a lot of the people in Gen Z are actually, I shouldn't say a lot, but there seems to be a movement towards going back to church. But that we're not seeing it here in Canada, at least not at the moment. 36% of young Canadians aged 18 to 35 identify as having no religion. And I was actually surprised that the number was not higher. Because so many people in think of it this way. My parents, church was something we did every day, every week. It was just the done thing. My generation, that started to wane as we became busier, where all members of the family were working throughout the week, where Sunday became the day that you had to take the kids to soccer and to baseball and to all the sporting events that they go through on Saturdays and Sundays, as well as a turnoff from religion, where we went, some of this doesn't make sense to me. I'm out. Tapped. So then our kids, my kids, that age, a lot of them never even entered a church. And now they're having kids. And who knows what that will look like. So part of this is just the sociological trend of life in general, and certainly life in Canada. And I think that we have a valuable message here. The message that Unity shares is practical, and it's relevant, and it's non-dogmatic. And it appeals to people who might identify as spiritual and not religious, because religious has such a... it can be so triggering for some people. So, what can you do? Live it. Just be who you are and be the most glorious expression of life you can be. Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity, said, "Your mission is to express all that you can imagine God to be." And if you think of God as being energy, then wouldn't it make sense to be the most loving energy, to bring the most loving energy that you can, to uplift, to add peace, to add acceptance, to add belonging to any person rather than judging? We, every month, we're going to sing today, right? We sing happy birthday to everyone. And then we sing our second verse, we sing, God is blessing you now, right? God is blessing you, you are wonderful. Well, what's God? God is all of us pulling our energy together and saying, we are blessing you now, you are wonderful. We're it. It's not like it's a separate being. There's no spot that God is not, including us. So, express the highest expression of God you can. And I think I'll leave the what do you say when we interpret the Bible metaphysically. Maybe I'll just say a few words about that and then leave you with this. If you think about metaphysical, sounds like a big fancy word, yeah? We look at the Bible at Unity not just as an interesting story or a group of stories, although they are that, but we look at it as if they are parts. Each story, each event is really something that's happening within us. So we all have an Adam within us, an Eve within us. We all have a doubting Thomas, for sure, within us. A Mary, a Joseph. And one of the best ways to imagine this, then, is whenever you hear a story in the Bible, put the word "in me." And when you do that, you'll find that it changes the meaning. So we all have the judge in us, the Jesus in us, the bad guys and the good guys. And our goal then is to look at each of those characters in us and find a way to get them closer to the Jesus character in us, which is accepting and loving and kind and gentle and honest and relevant and practical. Unity's view on baptism: we don't, as a rule, baptize, like do the immersion type thing, especially with adults, for example. I know some faith traditions do. But what we see is that baptism is something that is a metaphor for cleansing, for a fresh start, for anointing, as we did with Hunter's little girl a year ago almost, when we did a baby's baptism. A way of anointing, of saying you're special, of saying you matter, you are loved, you are part of a greater community. And I have never done an adult baptism, and I would want to make sure that if we did an adult baptism, that we did it with the energy of inner transformation, of a new start inside. Let's just leave it there, because it could go on. I could go on forever, and Diane knows that. So, hope that helps to answer at least a few of the questions. Be the very expression of God. Be God for someone today. Be love for someone today. If you believe in quantum theory, which is that we are all connected, which is not unique to Unity, then what you'll find is that even the tiniest bit of love that you add means that somebody else will be that much more loving. And they, in turn, will be that much more loving, and so on, and so on, and so on. So, God could be mentioned more often? Yes. Insert your own name there. And be okay with any other word that you hear that sounds like God. I bless you. Let's leave it there.
Lost your way, have mercy. Thinking about yesterday, I was barefoot in the creek, singing songs that came out of the street, and my heart was free as a breeze. Long before it was broken, long before harsh words were spoken, there was nothing to write love is. Go where the love is. Yeah, go where the love is, and you won't be lost again. Go where the love is. Go where the love is. Yeah, go where the love is, and you won't be lost again. No, go where the love is. Go where the love is, yeah, go where the love is, and you won't be lost again. Have you ever gone astray, road weary, all out of faith? Have you ever lost your way? Why don't you go where the love is? Do you want to sing it with us? Go where the love is. Oh, yeah, go where the love is, and you won't be lost again. No, 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 no. Go where the love is, where the love is. Go where the love is, yeah, go where the love is, and you won't be lost again. Oh, no, no. Oh.
Is this on? Yeah, okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Hunter, and I'm going to be reading the announcements for today. Before I start, I'd like to say thank you for your wise and wonderful words. I've been looking for a community on Sundays I can go to my entire life, and I finally found like I found it, and I think that's part of what you do for us, and thank you. So hello. It says here, hi everyone, I'm Hunter, so I'm going to read that part too. Okay, so slide number 1. We have landed on a time that we think will work for everyone for Monday meditation. Join us from 4 p.m. to 4:45 on Zoom tomorrow. We check in with each other, enjoy guided meditation, and uplift and acknowledge each person as we read the names of people on our prayers list. To add a person to the prayers list, please fill out the prayer request slip found in your welcome package with the person's first name, their first initial of their last name, and place it in the offering basket. You can also send us an email or submit a prayer request on our website or app. Okay, next one. Today is the last Sunday of the month. That's today. And it is the day that we celebrate people who have birthdays in this month. It is also potluck lunch day. Please stay and eat. Even if you did not bring anything, we have amazing potluck lunches, as we all know. Okay, next slide. Does anyone here like to sing or to paint? If so, please stay for potluck lunch day for Cindy's Art and Karaoke Cafe, which will run from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. This thing's kind of cutting in now.
We'll try this one. Here. The battery's drying on that.
I'm just going to speak with that. Okay.
Hello? Okay. I'll speak right here, and I won't move it at all.
It is a chance for you to paint, draw, sing, tell a story, or work on your own craft project. This event is by donation. If you want to paint, the cost is $10 to pay for the material. Connect with friends, share your talents, and learn something new. This event is held on the last Sunday of each month from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. All are welcome. Okay, next slide. Our last gardening session was rained out, so we postponed until today. Today is gardening day. If you're able, please plan to stay after coffee today for about an hour to do some weeding and pruning and cleaning. Okay, next one. Our next book club meeting is next week, the first Sunday in October. Our format is to pick a book, read a book, and share your thoughts on that group. So settle in with the great book you're reading, then gather on Sunday, October 5th during coffee hour and share. The discussion will be held by Lindsay Munson. Okay, please mark your calendars for Wednesday nights in October 4th. Wednesday nights in October for the 4th week discussion group based on the book Presence and Potential by Reverend Rhona's dear friend, Reverend Dr. Martha Greek. We will talk about practical ideas for richer relationships, including how we stay calm under pressure, how we stay true to ourselves without disconnecting from others, and how we cultivate our own imagination for creating solutions, and how we build resilience for all of life's situations. Reverend Rhona has a few copies of the book available here today. If you prefer, the book is available to purchase on Amazon, including Amazon's Kindle and Audible. Okay. Last year, we had a super fun evening at our all-ages Halloween party. It was so much fun, which I can attest to. I was there. It was great. We were going to do it again. We'll have a super fun together, do some activity, and enjoy each other's costumes. We may even sing some karaoke. Best of all, we enjoy each other's company. All are welcome to attend. Bring your grandchildren, your children, your neighbors, yourself. Wear your favorite spooky clothes, and we'll all have some fun together. And Unity of New Westminster is fully self-supported, and we are grateful for your gifts, which support our community's message. Many of us contribute by pre-authorized payments, which are especially helpful for our budgeting. If you are not placing anything in the contributing basket today, please bless it silently. When it comes to you, then pass the basket along. For all online viewers, you will find the donation link in the description of the recording. Please like and subscribe to our channel so we can reach more people. Please give freely from a place of abundance and gratitude. Thank you. We are so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
That was awesome. And we are so blessed. Blessed to have such wonderful musicians. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Beverly. So lovely that you are here. Thank you to our platform people. Barb, thank you. And Hunter, thank you. And thank you for your kind words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To our audio-visual team, Pamela and Glenn, who are at the back, and Cindy, who's our usher, and the folks who are doing coffee and getting things ready for lunch. Thank you to all of you, all who work behind the scenes. And how many of you noticed that we have new lights in the sanctuary? We were having some inconsistencies with our lights, and so we have two brave people, Richard and Glenn, who took turns on that ladder, taking the old lights down and putting the new ones up, and they didn't know I was taking the picture. So Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Glenn, for the work that you took to resource this, and thank you for the new lights, which are LED, dimmable, warm, and lovely. So they can go brighter and they can go dimmer, and they're very nice. So thank you. I hope that you all enjoyed today's program. I was sitting here thinking, you know what, I'll do a whole week on metaphysics. I think it deserves that. And then the week that I will do on forgiveness and the idea of how does a good God handle the mess that we're creating here. So we'll make that 2 separate weeks in the future, and just watch your announcements for when that will be. Marilyn, did you have a question?
I think last year, didn't you have the Aboriginals come in just before Aboriginal Day?
No, when we dedicated the Medicine Wheel Labyrinth, then we had people from Chief. We're not going to do it this year, but we may get to it. We may do it again next year.
Well, it was
Yeah.
totally positive. When I went through that, I had all this pain,
Uh-huh.
and then just like that, it was gone.
Yeah, Marilyn. For those of you who don't know what Marilyn was saying, last year on would have been June 30th, we dedicated our Medicine Wheel Labyrinth, and we invited Chief Rhonda Larrabee and Chief Robert Joseph to come and be part of our dedication, and they spoke, and we had a smudging ceremony, and then they dedicated the labyrinth with us. And so she was talking about what a powerful experience that was, just if you weren't hearing. So we did smudging as well, yes. So, and drumming, and it was beautiful. So yes, we will look to do that again sometime in the future. Thank you. Thank you. So let's move into a circle. If it's comfortable for you to hold hands, great. If you prefer to keep your hands by your side, please know that you can do that. And if it's comfortable for you to stand, great. And if you prefer to sit, great. The part that matters is that you are here, and we are so grateful that you are. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and thank you for joining us as we sing our prayer for protection, and we do our peace song first.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as Creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. I am the light of God. I am the love of God. I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God. You are the love of God. You are the power of God. You are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is. You are the light of God. You are the love of God. You are the power of God. You are the presence of God. Wherever you are, God is. We are the light of God. We are the love of God. We are the power of God. We are the presence of God.